Hello friends, Fujosevich here. Welcome back to some Hearthstone as we continue our Dragon Priest climb to rank 10, hopefully early this season, so that we have time to push to rank 5 and then maybe a little bit more. So this is looking like it's going to be an excellent turn for us. What we're going to be doing... Oh no, now we have so many options and I hate it. What I want to do here is I want to attack in with the Northshire, heal, then I want to coin out the Potion of Madness and run the Arcanologist in here. And that's good because it removes an early mana worm from our opponent. The issue is now that we can coin out the Talon Priest, which doesn't kill anything in our opponent's board, or we can just play Radiant Elemental and do the Potion of Madness thing for free, but get no draw. I kind of like the idea of coin for a draw. Let's do this first, just to see what happens. Not that it's really going to change our minds. But this is a pretty strong turn. And yes, this means the 2-2 is alive, but if our opponent's going to waste their turn attacking in with the 2-2 and pinging, that's honestly not bad for us, and I don't mind then playing a Cabal Talon Priest the following turn, because I think that's a pretty strong turn for us. And then it does avoid whatever secret just got drawn from the Arcanologist. Like, sure, this denies any future draws, but I'm not really too bothered when I can throw the Cabal Talon Priest out. And yes, we missed the activation of the Battle Cry, which is a big deal, I admit. But at the same time, I think it puts us in a lot better position because this is going to need at least now a Frostbolt and a ping, or a Frostbolt trade, which why would you ever do that, in order to actually get rid of the Cabal Talon Priest. Again, otherwise we can kind of just start trading and healing, which is how we will win. Or how we would win. Not that we are going to actually have that outcome, but I'm just saying it is the option for us to be able to win. So seeing this Cabal Courier kind of makes us think that we're playing against a more Discover, Control-oriented style of Mage. Maybe not pure secrets, but obviously still going to have some secrets and some sort of secret hybrid style of Mage. At least that's how I kind of refer to these decks, more than anything else. I know they have all sorts of cool names. I'm tempted to find another Potion of Madness right now, simply because we probably can. And Potion of Madness is probably really good here. Again, just, you know, exhausting our opponent's resources. Question is, do we want to spread out these buffs? And I honestly don't mind. Getting a Shadow or Death is nice here. This is going to be one of those things for the late game. I think we just had a video go up, well, at the time of me recording this, the video go up a few days ago now, where for this sort of matchup, if our opponent doesn't have the burn to kill us from 30, they're going to wait until they draw their Alex. And then we have to play our Priest of the Feast, hit the Alex with our Shadow or Death, so that not only do we remove the big threat off board, but then we start healing. So I'm hoping, we're going to hope as much as we can and try as much as we can and plan for it, to keep at least one Priest of the Feast in hand with one Shadow or Death. Which is going to be a big deal at the end of... Oh, that's kind of annoying. I guess most of the cards in my deck are pretty obvious. I don't think we run anything that's really out of place necessarily. The only issue is here I very much want to play Elise, which means I'll probably just trade in the Cabal and then play Elise without the heal. Like, and they got it, whatever it was. And then they invested that up front, which is obviously, I think, the right play for our opponent. Yeah, I think we just make that trade. I think we get our pack going, which is okay. I mean, the pack isn't necessarily a major win condition, because I think our win condition is just surviving the burn. And now the issue is if that's actually going to be something like, let's say, a Potion of Madness, our opponent can kind of steal this back and just, you know, run into Elise right now. But that's something we're going to have to deal with whenever we play any of our small minions. And you know, the ridiculous, you know, scenario I just laid out, that our opponent also steals or discovers a Potion of Madness from their Glimmer Root that they got off of a Cabal Courier, which, you know, ridiculous, right? But we've had a little bit of success with our valuing early game with the Shadow Visions, you know, in a timely way. Ooh, a very early game Meteor. Okay, turn 6 Meteor. If we can follow this up, now we're in business. I'll play Priest of the Feast here simply to maintain board presence. And this kind of commits us to hanging on to these last two minions here, or these last two parts of our healing combo. Meteor definitely makes us think that it's going to be very control-oriented style of Mage that we're playing against, which is fine. I like these games, obviously. I always tend to mention this. Once the longer the games go, the happier I kind of... Oh. You are on fire. Okay, so now we're gonna need a little bit of control help from our Priest of the Feast friend. Yeah, we're not playing into any of these things right now. Maybe in a turn or two we can try Lyra and then pain our opponent's Lyra, that sort of thing. But I don't think that's something we really want to be worrying about right now. And then the other issue is if we just play the Lyra and it doesn't get mirror entitied, well, then we're kind of just, you know, shot ourselves in the foot there. So the other issue, though, is if this is like a counter spell or something like that, and then our opponent plays a Medivh, we're in really, really big trouble. So that could also be a bit of an issue. So we do want to get a little bit more power out on the board, and that would probably mean on turn 8 just simply playing the Primordial Drake. Oh, that's a pretty big sheep, actually. That is a pretty big sheep. Last Shadow Visions. What's going to be better? I think it's better to do Lyra here. No? Alright, let's hope it's not Counterspell. I'll keep the train going. I don't mind generating lots of random cards. That's pretty cool. And it wasn't Spellbender, right? How does Spellbender's any minion, or is it only an enemy minion? Either way, this is good, because now it's out of Fireball range, which maybe matters, but I mean, a Fireball ping probably isn't too much more in the way of commitment to resources right now. So that's kind of good. Although, because there was a Polymorph that just got played, you know, if our opponent just doesn't discover a Polymorph, maybe they're in trouble right now, but probably too early to tell. Well, too early in this turn at least. 70 seconds left, probably less than that now. So, I mean, we're kind of... I want to say I feel like we're running lower on resources right now, but... This Lyra could definitely change things up. Yeah, getting removed, obviously. Fireball ping, and that's really good for us in terms of us wanting to survive, right? You know, us wanting to survive, that classic game plan.
Let me change your mind.
Change of minions. No, we'll just do this and heal. This is a decent enough steal. I don't expect our opponent to really get anything else that's going to be significantly better. I think we've already seen both Mana Worms at this point. So it's probably going to be a 2-3 from Medivh's Valet. And then let's say this is Vaporize, you know, we can test with our opponent's 2-2, which is kind of nice as well. And the Inner Fire, maybe we'll do something. Maybe the Inner Fire is a surprise with a Primordial Drake or some other dragon we're able to discover later on. Ideally, we do start drawing our other dragons, specifically the Nether Spite Historians and Draco Ps, since we have been hanging on to this one for a while. Even more potions, yeah, very much discover kind of value control mage, which is okay. So we are forecasting that... Alex, probably very well. Wow. Wow, okay. Okay. We really want... Oh, no, another one. Another one that our opponent got. Hopefully not another Glimmer Root. Glimmer Root into infinite Glimmer Root value. That would be unfortunate, to say the least. Oh, Dragonfire potions. This is unfortunate for us just simply because there's not much else we can do. I mean, we can discover, but I probably want to save that for Radiant Elemental into pack. And even getting a pack now doesn't help us. Do we even test here? I think we do test here, right? Okay.
Obey.
I still think this is the best play right now, to be honest. I think it's the safest thing that we can do. I'm definitely not worried about an Alex. I'm not worried about any direct burn. The only big thing that we should be worried about right now, I think, is going to be a Medivh. Because Medivh just makes the game go forever. Well, not forever, but it just in terms of, you know, we're going to have to wait a long time before we're able to finally grind out all of our opponent's resources. Which we will still have. We still have a lot of resources going into a pack, into Shadow Vision's pack, into a second pack, but what we're doing is a little bit less consistent, I would think, than Medivh, because I think generally if you play a Medivh and then have a that's pretty good. No, that's pretty good. That's fair. That's my fault for not trading. We take a bit of face damage here on my fault. We really want Nether Spite Historian top deck, otherwise I think I'm just going to play Primordial Drake anyways. Just because I think it's going to be the best thing for us. Oh, brutal. Oh, a heal? Oh, greater healing potion. Of all the potions to get, the health I think our opponent knows is kind of negligible. Very happy getting this dragon out. Oh boy. Yeah, we're going to take the Medivh. So we can kind of have a Medivh off. We really hope, really hope, and we know it's in our opponent's deck right now, right? So we hope that this card did not turn into Medivh. This could just eat a fireball, but if it does, well, then we're going to have lots of fun with Medivh. And yes, we had the option. What were the other options? 2-3, the Valet, the secret guy who gets activated, deal 3 damage. The mini fire elemental. And then we also had the Primordial Glyph, which really, you know, not as powerful. Oh, discounted. Their opponent could still play their Medivh. That's unfortunate. And then that's actually really bad. Well, depending what else happens. If they just throw down their Medivh, we're able to trade and Dragonfire Potion and all that stuff. And because we still want to hang on to our Shadow or Death for after Alex, I really think that's our opponent's win condition at this point. And this is exactly how we counter it. Like, we'll do Priest of the Feast, Shadow or Death, Inner Fire, maybe a Shadow Visions as well. Is that 5? What is this? 7, 8, 9, 10? Fireball probably, right? Oh, Valet into trade. Nice. That's pretty cool. That is pretty cool. And I'm not too worried. I mean, it's 5 damage. Obviously, 5 damage. Not negligible. But I just think... I think we're kind of in good shape right now, I would think. Because now we're going to have some of our... And we have our only big spells in hand, right? We have both of our Dragonfire potions. So our opponent's going to have to use big resources to remove Medivh. And maybe, honestly, our opponent might have weapon removal, too. Alex time? Oh, wow. All right. Well, there goes the value from... that's actually kind of funny. There goes value from... Uh-oh. What's this? Oh, Frostbolt on who? Medivh? Oh, so gutsy. Okay, well... Oh, well... we've been saving up for this. Oh, how do we want to do this? Blessed be this funnel cake. Yeah, let's do it this way if you don't mind. And obviously this is awful because we're getting very small minions. But it's much more important to stay alive than it's going to be to... Yeah, this is our town, scrub. Yeah, beat it. The issue is we can't kill this guy now. We can kill this one, though, which is nice. Change your minion's attack or discover. What would we discover right now? Well, let's discover some stuff. Just to heal up just a little bit more. Ooh, package? Or do we paintage? I think I want more healing right now, just in case our opponent has tons and tons of... Yeah. Whoops. Oh, no. Okay, so that was a misplay there. But that's okay. I still think we've healed up quite a bit. Obviously, we can just get hit with a Flame Strike right now and be in horrible shape. But... Okay, so what I wanted to do was actually Inner Fire the 2-3, and then run it in, and then Shadow or Pain that. We would have been up to 26. I hope it doesn't matter in the end. It very well might. But... And even honestly, even if our opponent would have to trade in here, then Flame Strike. But if they don't, we'll have a lot of damage, that's for sure. And then the issue is, of course, that these two are beside each other for meteor value. But that's okay. There's nothing we could have done about that. And then, yeah, the issue is we were forced to play all these small minions. That was good from our opponent. They played the Alex at a great time to really apply pressure to us so that we would have to react. And knowing that, we definitely expect the rest of our opponent's hand to be very spell heavy. Like, we're expecting fireballs. We're expecting, what's that one called? Firelands portals. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Oh my goodness. That's really good for our opponent now, isn't it? I mean, we can still kill it, right? But it's just a little annoying, that's all. Oh, trading off. Oh, hey, this is our town, scrub. Oh, should we? Our opponent hasn't done anything in terms of squelching, though, huh? We're both kind of even on cards. This is 2, 3, 4, 5. We can kind of do something cooler here, though. I think we can go and do something pretty sweet. That is it, actually. I always win. I don't, Medivh, but that's great that you do, buddy. I think we only want one draw. Oh, yes. Now we want that Glimmer Root value. Let's see what else is in this deck of ours here. Maybe another Medivh. We're definitely taking Pyroblast. We know it's Pyroblast, right? Like, there's no doubt in my mind that that was going to be Pyroblast. Oh, baby. That's pretty scary. But this is also really good now. I mean, we have our Medivh out of Flame Strike range if our opponent plays it. And what I think that means for us is that this is going to have to eat a Fireball or a Firelands Portal, which is going to make things a lot harder for our opponent in terms of actually killing us.
Just a pinch of Ichor.
Yeah, just a pinch of Ichor, but it's also like quite a bit of Ichor if you think about it. I'm tempted to go trade in 2. Yeah, I'm tempted to do this.
Right away.
Or right away. Forget the dragon activations now. I think we're kind of past that. We're past that stage of the game here. So our opponent has the ice block, but I mean, we both have Pyroblast, which is kind of cool to see how we're going to set ourselves up to kind of win through fatigue. Yeah, I don't really want to play Power Word Shield unless we have to. Our pack might come and be very valuable here. Inner Fire could also be a nice surprise. A little bit of extra burst there at the end, like if we want to set up like a Pyroblast into something. Again, if our Primordial Drake actually survives, right? 2 to all, negligible for here. If that's a Fireball, I think we're pretty good. We've seen 2 Fireballs, 2 Firelands Portals, so our opponent really doesn't have that much. Thinning their deck out, I don't really care about that, to be honest. I think we just play a big Drake and say go. You know what I mean? Like, there's not much. And the thing is, that is kind of scary that there is another secret there. But honestly, actually, that draw makes me want to not play Shield so that we're actually ahead on the fatigue. Because this is going to be a really big pain for our opponent. Oh, Primordial Glyph's a bit of a pain as well. Although we still have to deal with our opponent's... what's that thing called? Medivh. But maybe we just Pyroblast Medivh. And our opponent's played a lot of really big spells already, so maybe they're just stuck with small things. Is that Medivh? Oh. Okay. Here we go. Here we go. That's actually kind of scary, isn't it? Was that the discovered card? It might have been. That's just scary more than anything. Wow. Okay. I think we do Radiant Elemental to test for Entity and Polymorph, right? Yeah. We have to do it that way. Like, to me there's no other way to do it. And now the question is just, do we want to also play the Talon Priest or not?
You wish to live forever.
Oh, that was horrible positioning. What am I doing? That was awful. Oh, I can't believe I did that. Oh, we already saw one Meteor. I should have played around a second one, but maybe there isn't. I mean, Meteor's kind of a heavy card to run 2 of. Yeah, so what I should have done is I should have left the Cabal Talon Priest on the other side of the Elemental. Because right now Meteor lines up very nice. Meteor is 15 or 12 to the middle and then 3 to each side. Kind of unfortunate the way I did it, but... Our opponent's really, really close to fatigue. And they already played their Greater Healing Potion, so... This has been a really interesting game because we as the Dragon Priest are kind of a value grindy, almost mid-rangey deck because we're very heavy with the 5s and 6s and we have the 1/8 in the I was gonna say in the Primordial Drake, but no, it's long gone.
I wonder.
So our opponent's Alex is gone. The issue is, you know, our opponent is going to have is going to have a Medivh that we got to play already once.
Time runs out on me.
Wow. Very gutsy. Very gutsy. Draco P, I mean, I think we just kind of... We're just going to heal here, right? I mean, there's...
Your soul.
Vape? Oh, Ice Barrier Edge. Ice Barrier Edge. Okay, well, I mean, we're technically not dead. Just because our opponent has no more removal, right? Oh, that's actually going to be really good for us, isn't it? And we're going to hang on to the Drac OP just because I think we have both Nether Spite Historian still in the deck. So that's 50% chance of drawing one of the cards that we want so that we can start. And, well, at this point also, Drac OP is going to be kind of useless to us. It's kind of funny, right?
Okay, so kind of you to join me.
So kind of you to join me, Medivh. Now we're all out of our Priest of the Feast. We need to heal face. That needs to happen. This dragon needs to happen. This dragon needs to happen, obviously. Do we want to kill this? Yeah, I think we do want to play death here. Yeah, the chances of... Yeah, you are almost out of cards. And the cool thing is, I mean, we're going to find out what the last card is. I don't even know what I hope it is. Primordial Glyph, that's a bad minion, luckily. The issue is if it's another Pyroblast, we might lose. Right? Yeah, 2-drop, please. Be horrible. Be like Cho or something. Not that Cho's bad, but you know, Cho's kind of bad. Oh, what the heck is this? Frostbolt? Oh, okay. 4 to face. Uh-oh. Oh, what is this spell? Fireball? Ay, ay, ay. Okay, well. This is our life now. We need to heal. We can easily clear, right? Like, we have way more power on board. Let's discover whatever the heck is in here. Okay, so that's not helping. Let's just make sure we do all of this. Well, yeah, we got the Flame Strike, so it's kind of whatever. Let's just do this properly, right? Okay, so you go to Fatigue. You're done. It doesn't matter how we trade here. Our opponent doesn't have fireballs, right? They've already played like a ton. Yeah, let's just find another dragon. Who cares? We already healed. Yeah, we'll find another Drac OP. It doesn't matter anymore. Okay, so we're at the mercy of... Our opponent's played 2 fireballs, 2 Firelance Portals, 2 Frostbolts. They're doing 1 damage every turn. We know that's a Flame Strike. Maybe that's a Blizzard. Maybe it's a... They're way ahead on Fatigue. That Arcane Intellect, I mean, they wouldn't have had resources if they didn't, but I'm just saying, like, it's... I don't know what... could it be a Valet? It could be a Valet, right? Whoa, that was a fun game. That was a really, really cool game. That's going to be it for this video. Again, 1 video, 1 game, but when they're long like this... To me, this is what I really enjoy in Hearthstone. These fun games, you get lots of turns where you can kind of think through different plays. If you make a misplay, you know, the losses are really on you, that sort of thing. That's going to be it. We're going to keep pushing, hopefully reach rank 10 in a reasonable amount of time this season. Thanks for hanging out with me, everyone. If you haven't, hit the subscribe button if you've already made it this far and you're still listening to me blabble along. Keep your stick on the ice.